It's 11:11. It's out here Friday. It's about to rain. I like to come outside when I'm hearing the thunder. I don't see no lightning, but I'm hearing the thunder, seeing the birds fly around, just to relax for a second, just to meditate. And one thing I was thinking about and meditating on is children. You know, that's one of my passions is being there for the kids, my own plus others. You know, because I'm really good at it, looking at what kids are lacking or what they might need. So one thing I have observed through my many years of seeing how things are unraveling and how things are is a lot of times we get caught up in our own minds, and we think that our children, they know things that we think that they should know, or we feel that they might know. Like, for example, a child that is 3 years old or 5 years old, or no matter, any child, even to the ages 10, 12, whatever, teenagers. Sometimes we will look at what they do, and within ourselves we'll get upset with them. Like, we'll be like, for real? Like, what do you do that for? And even some parents will even yell and lose their own cool based on what a child has said or done. But you got to keep in mind, when a kid is snapping back at you, never fail to forget the age difference between you and that child. And this is very important. Let me take my glasses off for this. Never fail to forget the age difference, experience difference, all that. Even them being a different person than you. Never forget that. Okay? And whatever a child say to you or do to you, don't take it personal. Don't take it to the point where you lose your cool. Okay? Because you're older than that child in many areas. If that kid say something, there's no reason for you to feel so angry. No matter what. Even if they yell, even if they're crying. You know, think about the times you was crying. When you was crying and you was upset all up in your feelings, what did you want? Think about that. What did you want, or what was you hoping when that happened? Was you hoping that you get yelled at by somebody bigger than you? You know, picture the child like an ant, and you like a big old giant, a Spider-Man or something. You know, I don't know where my mind at right now, but just picture that, like this little ant, and you this big old spider dude with all your skills and shit, and you and your kid just crying, and you're like, yeah, and you yeah, you know, like this. Imagine how you would feel. Like, put yourself in that child's shoes for a second, and go back to when you was a kid, during that moment when you was crying, you know, and when you really was upset, but an adult figure might have started yelling at you. How did you feel? Did you like that? Even as an adult, would you let another adult yell at you? Picture that. Start crying right now and have another adult yell at you. See how you would feel. It'd make you all messed up. You start feeling some type of way. You be like, don't yell at me, you know. Like, you'll start getting in your own feelings. So just never fail to remember that you are an adult, and never fail, no matter what's happened, even if you feel something, you know, especially, you know, if you're a water sign. I'm a water sign, so I be feeling my kids' energies, and I be feeling how people be feeling sometimes, you know. I mean, you don't gotta be a water sign, but I'm a Scorpio, so sometimes I feel real quick what somebody's feeling, and I try to keep in mind that how would I want someone to talk to me? How would I handle that if I was feeling down and I was feeling in my feelings, or I did something wrong and somebody was sitting there bashing me when I already know I probably messed up, or I just did it, you know? Sometimes when your kid do something wrong, or a kid does something that you don't like, remember all the things you be doing that you don't like, and nobody up in your ear screaming at you, you know? Don't do that. Don't have kids fear you, you know? Be that emotional stability for a child. You understand? You understand what I'm saying though? Like, just slow down with your reactions, especially when it comes to your kids. Okay? Because when that stuff come back to smack you in your face, you're gonna be like, dang, that's so true. So just remember to keep the kids in mind, and when they're doing something that you disapprove of or you feel like it ain't cool, calm yourself before you react. Just remember you was there before. Just remember, even as an adult, you know, in your 20s and 30s and 40s, 50s, 60s, you still be doing shit that's borderline, and ain't nobody just sitting there screaming in your face because you wouldn't allow that. You probably punch them in their mouth. How you think that kid feel? That kid just sat there and broke your favorite glass because he was swinging and being a free kid, you know, just spinning in a circle, and he broke your favorite china or something. And then, why you do that? Why did you do that? Why you sit there and break that? You know that's my favorite thing. Blah, 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 blah. You know, this is just an example, you know. It could be anything. You know, leaving a light on. Crying too much. Don't ever match the kid's energy in the sense of, if they crying, you crying like a big grown up tantrum. So just keep that in mind when you talking to your kids. Remember, you talking to a child. Give them wisdom and advice for their age, and quit making them feel like they have to please you. You know, wholeness.